Hello, this is Taha.
This is Anaina,
This is Movie Masala.
and we're here to yap at you about films we watched recently.
And today we're doing.
K-pop Demon Hunters.
Be better than we've ever been with the show to end the Saja Boys for good. Zoe, we're gonna need a new song. I got 23 notebooks full of demon insults ready to go.
Yeah, let's make it 30 notebooks.
Mira, the choreography?
Yep, making them hotter.
Backup dancers, ready to go.
We'll write a brand new song. A diss track to expose the Saja Boys. And send those disgusting demons back to the depths where they belong.
So, I feel like this is a film neither of us would have watched by ourselves.
Yes, I decided to watch this film because I was at like a gathering and both two people were like, you should watch this film.
Same.
Both two people being like, I don't really engage with anime that much. Neither do I engage with K-pop that much. But this film slapped. And I think it's a great film.
Oh, for
and
sure.
immediately made me go like, okay, that is all I needed to be convinced.
For sure. No, I mean, people around me had been like trying to get me to watch it for a while. Not trying to get me, but being like, it's good, it's good. But same, I don't engage with anime that much. I don't engage with K-pop that much. So I was like, well, I'm not going to enjoy this film because it's just going to be filled with references I don't understand. And it did have references I didn't understand. But that wasn't the point. The point was that this film was banging.
It was a bomb, man. This film was a bomb.
For sure. Like, as I'm like recording this, in my mind, I have the songs like on an interloop. That's how like addictive the songs are.
Yeah. The basic premise of this film follows a K-pop girl band, right, out of 3 members who are, as the title suggests, demon hunters, right? And basically their goal is to get the song, get the fans, and create this barrier that separates the demons forever from Earth in a way. But obviously the demons don't want to give up a fight, and they introduce this 5-man K-pop boy band. Then it's this whole arc with, I think, the 3 characters being Rumi, Mira, and Zoe. And with Rumi being, I would say, the central character who's the plot revolves the most around, right?
Yeah.
Basically, honestly, I was watching this, I was like, oh, this is just the Powerpuff Girls K-pop version.
No,
They
genuinely.
literally have the same personalities.
For sure. And like, I think what it's done is it's taken like an age-old trope that you see all the time and just modified it to fit this particular setting. And it does so well because Huntrix, which is the girl group, they're singers by day and demon hunters by night, kind of. And the boy band, the Saja Boys,
Yeah.
are like these mysterious, like random newbies who just popped up, who are also, by the way, demons who then Huntrix have to hunt. I think there's so many layers going on, and they're all, it's not brand new. Like, you know where it's going, you know what's going to happen. But I think what makes it good is, first of all, the animation. Second of all, the songs and, you know, everything that goes with the songs, including like the boppability, the singing voice, the performance, etc. And yeah, I think those two things really come together to make this a film that you want to keep going back, not keep going back to, but a film you're like, yeah, this was a fun afternoon I spent.
100. I think this is exactly what it is, right? It's basically watching a really good music video, feature length version. The action sequences are choreographed to the songs, which always is like something I absolutely
Yeah.
love. And I think even again, like you said, the arcs are nothing new. None of this plot is anything specifically new. But the execution is well done.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think it's just very enjoyable. You just can't not have fun with this.
Exactly. And there is a lot of artistry involved in this as well. Like, there are a lot of references to K-pop. So Huntrix, which is the girl band group, was modeled after K-pop girl groups like Blackpink and Twice. The 3 members of Twice also sing one of the songs later. The Saja Boys are after BTS, Stray Kids, and Monster X, etc. It has singers who are like the people who provide the singing voices are proper, genuine singers. And especially like AJ, who provides the voice for Rumi's singing voice. Every time I hear it, I get chills just because of how like good it is and how like deep and intense it is. And I think they've put a lot of thought into making this film. And it's not just like a random casual film that just got made because it just got made. There's a lot of like Korean culture that's also steeped in it. Like kind of emphasizing the food and emphasizing kind of the way K-pop works, but not just K-pop, but the way like lifestyles work in Korea. And it has like elements of ancient Korean culture as well. So do you know the tiger slash lion, the
Yeah,
magpie? They're based off of like Korean folk art.
it's really cool.
Exactly. So not just like the fact that it's a tiger and a magpie, but the design of the tiger and a magpie. It's based off of like Korean folk arts, which is really cool. And I think I appreciate that a lot.
No, 100%. Speaking of like, firstly, the voices part, I firstly could not convince myself that Mira was not voiced by Stephanie Beatrice. She sounds so much like Stephanie Beatrice, especially Rosa from Brooklyn
Yeah.
Nine-Nine, that I had to double check. I was like, it's not like obviously she's credited someone else, both singing and like, but oh my god, does it sound like Stephanie Beatrice?
Yeah.
And then when you mentioned about like the Korean culture, I think it also comments a lot on just the K-pop industry as well. And I'll come to the like a lot of the central themes within that as well. But even just in how like you have to constantly present to the fans like the little game shows that happen, which is like very common within that whole
Yeah.
and K-pop entertainment sphere, and how like it can be very grueling. It's very tiring. You have to constantly perform, even when sometimes you really would not want to. You have to maintain this identity. That I think is also, I feel the film doesn't expressly make it out to be the fan element to be that toxic but it does allude to it.
Yeah, for sure. It has so many elements that I think the director of this film, Maggie Kang, so it's directed by Maggie Kang and Chris Applehans. And I think Maggie Kang has gone on interviews and like stuff to say that she wanted to like really celebrate and dress her like Korean heritage, but also like not just the heritage part of it, but the fact of what like Korean culture is now as well. And it's great to see that. I mean, we don't often see this. It's like the bar is solo for animated films where you want the people who are doing the voices of certain characters of certain ethnicities and cultures to be voiced by actors who are of those cultures and ethnicities.
1000%.
And it's great to see that this film has Korean actors and Korean voice actors and Korean singers spotlighted and highlighted. So I think at every level, they're like really trying. And it's distributed and produced by Sony, and the same Sony that did Spider-Verse. I think we can all agree that Spider-Verse is the best of the Spider-Man movies franchise. And it's for a reason.
Yeah, 100%. I think it is because you see the effort and like just the dedication craftsmanship put into like that film as well and this film as well. I think that film just is operating on a very different level,
Oh,
which
for
is just
sure.
insane. But yeah, with that also, like when Sony came out, I was like, and knowing this film is doing well, I was like, you know who's genuinely winning the streaming wars? Sony, studio who does not have their own streaming service, because they get to make their films and not have to worry about streaming costs. They just can sell it to any streaming platform for actual money.
Exactly. No, and that is reflected in the quality of animation that they produce in their animated films. Because the animation is so good in this particular film, they not only get like certain animation conventions, right? They get the nuance of kind of Korean animated culture, right, as well. Anime culture, right, as well. So I definitely agree. It's like Sony's like, we're just going to keep making our films and people are going to keep buying them. So we're going to keep making them and keep making them good.
Yeah, which is really good with the entertainment division specifically. Also, like, again, coming back to the themes, I also looked this up because I was like, I can't be the only one seeing this. This is a very queer film. There are so many parts of this film where I was like, this is just very queer coded, is it not? Because the whole central premise of the demons, and spoiler alert, Mira herself being a demon, is like, this is the shame coding of everything. I'm like, that's queer. That's very, very queer. Just
Oh,
how
for
her
sure.
mom has to hide her and the patterns and just her feeling for the first time able to be herself. All of that feels so specifically queer to me.
Oh, for sure. I think it was very, very queer coded, like the talk of shame and of kind of demons drawing you back. I think it also had like good allegory for capitalism of like this one thing that you sell
Mhm.
your soul to that just kind of ties you. And, you know, Gino, who's the main guy of the Saja Boys, kind of also the main antagonist in some way, or the semi-main antagonist, but also the love interest.
Yeah.
Him kind of selling himself and his art to be able to eat. So, like,
Yeah.
I think it has loads of, like, once you start reading into it, it has allegories for queerness, for capitalism, which makes it an interesting film on so many levels. It makes it not just an entertaining film, but an interesting film as well.
Yeah, 100. I also found like with Rumi, the film has elements of biracial like themes as well, because her being this way because of her dad, and like being part demon and having to hide that part. Like it also has rings true to a lot of those things as well. And again, yeah, I think it really emphasizes all of those things. And like I was fully reading this, I was like, there are a lot of places where you just change the word demon to the word gay, and it still works perfectly fine.
For sure, for sure. I just think this was a banger. And I'm glad it's getting like so much love everywhere. People are singing the songs. The derpy tiger is everywhere. I love him so much. He is my heart.
The tiger's absolutely so charming. As one letterbox review put it, the tiger is a child of divorce.
Oh, real. Yeah, but I don't think there was ever a doubt that this film would get love because of the huge fan bases it caters to. But I'm just like happy it's reaching people like us who never would have watched it and are like,
Yeah.
that was good.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. So, yeah, those were our thoughts. Thank you for tuning in. This podcast is produced solely by us with musical assets from Pixabay. If you enjoyed this, please do share it. See you again next time.